Hello, it's Tammy with We Are Crafted in His Image, and today I'm going to share what has become popular again, the alcohol technique using our alcohol blends. If you have seen our newest catalog, the front cover, it highlights some of our designer series paper, which has the technique. Here, I have some right here. This is the, what's it called? Expressions in Ink designer series paper, and you see it has this really cool, almost a marbly effect, but not quite. And this is done using alcohol markers or alcohol ink and rubbing alcohol. And so I'm going to go ahead and make a bookmark with it. It's very simple, a quick project, but I thought it'd be a fun way to kind of highlight. This is not a new technique. It's been around for a long time, but like a lot of techniques, we kind of forget about it, don't do it, and then all of a sudden it comes back, and I totally forgot how addicting this technique is. It is so fun to do. So I wanted to show you this little bookmark that I'm going to make. I've already cut out I've already stamped and cut out the sailboat. I'm going to color that really quick, give that a minute to, actually no, I'm going to do the bookmark part first so that it has time to dry before we assemble. I do want to stamp a sentiment, and because my sticker on this is very crooked, I am going to use my Stamparatus so that I can make sure. I've already kind of pre-lined it up here, but one of the things that I like to do is after I have it on is I can look at it here, and you probably cannot see that on there, but there are lines embossed on this, and I'm making sure that the top of the word dreams or any of the lines or any of the words on here line up really well with one of those lines that's on here, so that I know when I stamp it's going to be nice and straight. And it does look like it is pretty straight. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this up. There we go. And make sure that's in the corner. Go ahead and stamp that down. There we go. And this is going to be underneath our vellum. So to do this technique, you do need a paper that is non-porous, which means that the ink is going to sit on the surface for a bit and it's able to move around, and that's why you want to use the alcohol ink, or you want to use a vellum. We used to have some glossy paper, but it's not current, we don't have it anymore, but this vellum works really great, and you can see, we'll still be able to see our words through. So the reason I stamp my words first is I want to see where I'm going to do my coloring on this. I think I'm going to do in this lower section. And all I'm going to do is take my different blends. I like to start with the lightest color, and you're going to just kind of scribble some color on there. Just put it on. Get some color there. I'm going to use my darkest one now. Kind of fill in a few spaces. There we go. And then comes the fun. Now this is just rubbing alcohol. I will have to actually look up to see what kind, or like what the percentage is of it. I've had this, it's just in a squirt bottle, it's whatever's in my bathroom cabinet. You can use a dropper. I don't have a dropper, I have it in a squirt bottle, so what I'm going to do is just unscrew the top and use the bottom as a dropper, and I'm just going to place a few drops here and there. And you can see that color starting to move with the drops of color. And then what I like to do is grab, I don't know, I just use my little tweezers that I have in here. Pick this up, and then I'm just going to tap it, and it will splatter some color or some of the alcohol in different areas, and then you'll get smaller droplets and smaller amounts of movement. Can you see that? Is my camera focusing well? Yeah, can you see it move? Isn't that just the coolest thing? It's so fun to watch. And no two things are ever going to come out looking the same. They're all going to be different. I just love it. And then sometimes I like to take, like here you can totally see it looks like a marker, like the edge of it there. So I'm going to take and just drop a little bit, get some of that edge to move just a little, kind of softening up all the edges and where some of the colors come together. And you can just play with it till you get the way you like. And it really doesn't take very long for that to dry, but I am going to set that aside. And I'm going to go ahead and color in my sailboat really quick. And I'm just using some of our color, some ink straight off of my little thing here. Oh, I do need to get some, get water movement going. There we go. And I'm just going to color in my water. And let's go for the next one. A little bit of soft suede. And this is going to be my boat. I do like this stamp because it already has basically the shading going on for you. You really only have to basically like color book. Just fill it in like you would a coloring book. There we go. And then for the last one, for the sails on my sailboat, I want a super, super light shade. So what I'm actually going to do is take the corner of one of my blocks and just get a little bit of color on there. And then I'm going to drop a droplet of water on so that I can just really, really, really water down that color. And it's going to give me kind of a linen color look to it, so that the sails will stand out against the white background. Does that make sense? There we go. So, but it's very, very, very light. And then just clean that off. Okay, my sailboat's ready. My watercolor should be dry already. And then I'm actually gonna, you can opt to put it this direction or this way. This can still bleed a little. It can still, when you touch it, you can bleed it even after it's set and dried for a long time. So I'm going to opt to put it color face down because this is a bookmark. It's going to be used quite a bit. So yeah, I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive to the back of my sailboat. Put it on here, and the reason I'm putting that on first is so I know where to put adhesive back here in order to make sure it sticks or it doesn't show through my vellum. So what I'm going to do now is grab some glue dots. I want to put one glue dot up here at the top because this is going to get hidden by some ribbon anyway, so no one's going to notice it. And then I'm going to put a couple of glue dots, or I could have just used my regular adhesive, but since I have the glue dots out here, I'm going to stick them behind my sailboat. There we go. And then this just gets set right on top of the white. Push down well. There we go. And then I'm just going to add a ribbon to the top and my bookmark will be finished. Where did I put my ribbon? There it is. Grab this. And I inked my finger already. One project in and I'm already inky. And da-da-da-da, scissors. Give that a trim. In order to tie this, what I'm going to do is grab one of my tiny little clips here, fold that together, grab a piece of twine, and just tie that. And now I can just tie a knot. I don't have to worry about a bow. I don't have to worry about the ribbon coming undone. Give that a little trim. And this bookmark is finished. What do you think? Can you see it? Don't you love that cool background? I just think it is the most fun one of the most fun techniques that I've done in a long time. I really, really enjoy doing it. So I hope you like this, and I will see you next time. Until then, God's love and blessings. Bye.